The flower's dying. It needs water. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now. I cannot enter. If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood? Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Yes, Doctor?
Exactly how bad is the supply situation?
It really depends. Doctors...
Why then do you...
At the Pembroke, we're all...
That's all for... It's locked. Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How...
I need blood, Doctor. Warm.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here.
It's only a cover.
Who are these enemies?
I cannot say for sure.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Doctor.
I'll leave you.
The pain.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Well, it's a youth.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the
You're right. When...
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound...
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Yes, Doctor?
That's all for... Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injury.
You guessed right, Doctor.
How close are you to Miss Hawcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside as a...
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not...
And why not?
She could decide to bite less.
Then it's another good reason for...
You do realize...
In her madness.
Where were you
I really don't want to talk.
No offense. I was pushing too much.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt...
Goodbye.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Time has lost its effect on
Good evening, Mr. Hampton.
Dr. Reed, is it?
What do you mean? You remained perfectly numb.
Thank you, Doctor.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke?
You're preaching to the
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton?
I manage a night asylum for the...
Are you a priest, Mr.
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to...
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton?
I feel exhausted.
You're in good hands here.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton.
Damn. The pain.
Good evening, Miss
Here
Howcroft.
again.
I need blood, Doctor.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else?
Would you say you...
No. No, Thomas is a dead.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your...
I'll leave.
But the suffering continues.
Good evening, sir.
I don't know if a third opinion...
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick.
Goodbye for now, Mr.
Nice, sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
I'm sorry you ended up like
It's locked. Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody... It's locked, all right. Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement. balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not opened. Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked. It's locked. These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.